Welcome to O2E with Nick E, a place where we can take your experience from ordinary to extraordinary. And I am so excited about our guest today, Vice President of Club Operations for all of our Texas market. Ladies and gentlemen, Keisha Sproles in the house today. Keisha, thank you so much for being here.
Thank you so much for having me.
I'll tell you what, when we started to talk about this podcast, one of the first things I wanted to talk about was being the best. And when I think about the best, and when I think about someone who is competitive, who is committed to excellence, and who wants to have the best experience for our members, I thought of you. So thank you so much for coming on and sharing and talking with us today.
Yes, Nick, that is so awesome of you. Um, and my goodness, I feel like you've set the bar like rather high. So just thank you for that.
Of course, of course. So let's dive right in. Keisha, to you, what does it mean to be the best?
Well, to be the best, for me, it's the best or you just don't bother. And in order to really be that way, there has to be some self-motivation, right? There's some self-motivation because you hold yourself accountable to the highest like standard of excellence. You're your
Yeah.
own worst critic, right? So it really is internal like motivation there, and not relying on anyone else. So you can be super consistent with that. So being the best is we just be the best in all that we do, or we don't bother with it.
We just, yeah, I love that. Or we don't bother. Like either raise it up and be the best, or go big or go home, basically.
Absolutely. Absolutely. You get it.
Well said. So, what type of service and experience do you think our members deserve at our athletic country clubs and our beach clubs?
Yeah, a couple of things. Number one, you get what you pay for. So they deserve the absolute best in that. Lifetime is just an awesome brand, and people have high expectations when they come to Lifetime. It's not your average, just country club at all. It's a true experience. And so when they come, we need to exceed their expectations, give them what they thought they were going to get, and then some. And giving the member the experience that they need, you have to understand there's no substitute for hard work. There's no way around that. So yes, when you represent and you ask, right, to work for a Lifetime, you got to understand what all comes with that. It's not just status quo at all. We go above and beyond. So understand there's no substitute for hard work. And you have to welcome just a little discomfort in that, right? If you're
Yeah, yeah.
comfortable, then you're not working like hard enough. So I don't care if it's in Life Cafe, I don't care if it's in aquatics, if it's in kids, if it's on the
Yeah.
training floor. We go above and beyond because that's really what our members deserve. Give them what they expect and then add a little something to that.
And then some. And what I'm hearing you say is above and beyond should be the norm for us
Should
at
be the
Lifetime,
norm.
right? Should be the norm.
Absolutely.
Shouldn't even be a question.
Yes,
So,
absolutely.
So you're clearly so passionate about being the best, and I know you're competitive, and I know that you don't compromise when it comes to experience for members. So what personally drives you to be the best?
So I'm very passionate about being a great example for all of my team members. Leadership is a responsibility, and there's a lot that comes with that. So to be
A
the
lot,
best, and
a
that's a lot
lot,
that
right?
comes
A
with that.
lot.
And really what drives me is to show up to be the absolute best for our team members because they deserve that. And when you go to service profit chain and knowing all things in Lifetime, we got to get right to the
Yeah,
financial numbers
we
there.
got to.
You back that up and it starts with your people. Wow your people. And the example that I set is so important because it's only going to cascade down. So truly, it's my team members that really drive me to be the best. Yes, I'm competitive. I ran track, and all things that come from just an athletic family. But really, with what I get to do each day, it's the team members. They deserve 150% of me every day that I choose to show up. If I can't give 150%, I'm not going to go to that club visit and just so on.
Yeah.
Stay home. Again, the best, be your best, or you don't bother, right?
Or don't bother. Yeah, and what I'm hearing you say too is servant leadership. It's where it's at, right?
Yes,
Servant leadership, and not only serving the members, but serving our team members are just as important
yes,
because they cascade off what we do, and and we can't be everywhere at all times. So
right.
investing not only in our members, but in our team members and giving them the best of us as leaders, super
Yes.
important. Speaking of team members, we're going to have a lot of kids in aquatics, team members,
Mm.
supervisors, leaders who were able to see this. If you had any immediate action steps for our frontline team members this summer for kids in aquatics, what would it be? Like, how can they immediately make a difference to become the best?
I love that question, Nick. First off, I just want to say thank you to all of them. Frontline team members and kids in aquatics during the summer. It's a lot. Um,
It's a lot.
and
It's a
we
lot.
thank you, and we know that it's not easy. However, it can be a ton of fun. So the first thing from an immediate action standpoint is to check in with yourself and make sure that this is what you want to do. So for the frontline team members there, they got a big job. They got a tall order because we have to make this summer feel different, look different than any other summer, considering what it is that we're asking for.
Yeah.
And then lastly, just make sure you've connected with your leaders and creating that O2E experience, Nick. So those are just a couple of immediate actions to take and being the best and really making it known that you have signed up to work for Lifetime and potentially want to come back next summer.
I'm fired up. I want to get after it right now.
Yes,
Wow, thank you. That was so inspirational, so encouraging, and from one of the best leaders we have in all throughout lifetime. So,
thank you.
Keisha, I know we've taken up so much of your time, but thank you so, so much for your encouraging words, for your inspiration, for your servant leadership, and your dedication to serve not only our members, but our team members.
It is my absolute pleasure. Thank you so much for having me, Nick. Thank you. And
All
thank you for
right.
the kind words.